Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglich, aka Sag. I'm here with Mr. Lokito again. Say hey, Lokito.
Hey everybody, it's Lokito. Had a great weekend at virtual Comic Con. I didn't go, but I saw a lot of trailers though.
He was there, he experienced it through his computer.
I know, right? It's sad. It's sad.
I mean, it's not sad though if you don't have the money to go. So
that's the thing, I did have the money to go.
Oh, well, that's your own fault then. But
yeah.
What's going on, guys? We are here for Switching Gears podcast. I know it's been a little bit of time. Been a few conflict of schedules and just laziness, but
we're here now.
Yeah, we're here now. That's all that matters. So, what to talk about today?
These upcoming movies.
Ooh, not just movies in general, but superhero movies.
More superhero movies. There's more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got some more footage, right?
That we do. We have there was so many different trailers revealed at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. So, I mean, I was like, I knew there were a couple of reveals coming, but the fact is that they got so much information at Comic-Con if they were, if they endured standing in the hour-long lines. And
yeah, having sleeping bags, just waiting in line. That's deep.
Yeah, you better bring a friend to talk to because otherwise you're screwed. So what we got first?
We have X-Men. So I saw the leaked footage from the trailer, and Bryan Singer, he got this. My favorite moment in the trailer is when Magneto meets Apocalypse for the first time, and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" Yeah, that moment just got me. But yeah, I don't know what's totally going on. I never read that story arc in the X-Men comic books, but yeah, it looks promising. Bryan Singer, he got this in the bag. Sag, who are some of the characters that you're excited to see in X-Men?
Well, I grew up on the cartoon version of X-Men, like the 90s cartoons. And
me too.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to see a couple of the people that they're bringing in. I'm not huge on the X-Men series as far as movies go. Just hasn't caught my interest yet. But what I do like is that they're bringing a whole new people to this project.
Yes, new cast.
Yeah, and the fact that they're going with Jubilee, who's basically kind of like the female version of Gambit. She's kind of spunky. I like Jubilee. And if you guys don't know, please look up the character. The girl that I've seen cast for this and in the outfit, she actually looks really close to the cartoon version. So I'm glad to see that they didn't get rid of the kind of 80s, 90s version of her. I like how they kind of stuck to her outfit that's part of the cartoon. Who else? Let's see. I saw Nightcrawler. I'm a big fan.
We got a new, I don't know his name, but yes, we do have a new Nightcrawler. The guy played in a movie like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. He was, fair in that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll end up liking him. Nightcrawler was my favorite character in X-Men 2, X-Men United. So yeah, we just gotta see. We just gotta wait for some more footage later on.
And I just saw.
You was talking about Archangel, right?
Yeah, I just saw that it was confirmed that Archangel is going to be part of the cast in the new movie. So I'm excited for that. He doesn't come up a lot in the show. He doesn't come in a lot from what I used to watch, but I just remember playing the X-Men video game on Sega Genesis, and he would come in and save my butt at all times. He would just fly in, shoot like little. They're not really lasers, but like he would shoot it off of his wings, and he was pretty like. He's basically like, if you look at it, he's basically like the Air Force for the X-Men. Like, if that makes sense. But yeah, I want to see what they do with him because I have a feeling that they're just not going to put him in to put him in. I have a feeling that he's going to be able to have a hand-to-hand fight scene, and I want to see how exactly they use his character as far as like what they utilize for him. So.
Yeah, and one more thing, or a couple more things. I see that James McAvoy, shaved his head for Professor Xavier role, and I also see that. Well, it's already confirmed that Quicksilver's going to be in it, but yeah, the last movie, everybody just kind of fell in love with Quicksilver. Well, Fox's version of Quicksilver. Yeah, I'm excited to see, what they do with Quicksilver. But did you want to move on to the next movie?
Yeah, let's see what we got next. We have... Oh, what do we have here? We got Deadpool.
Deadpool! Oh! So I watched the trailer, at least 20 times. It was so funny, entertaining. It's everything you're going to want from a Deadpool movie. You saw the trailer, right, Zach?
Yes, I did.
Do you have a favorite moment in the trailer?
Man, this is tough. I mean, I like the part where he's saying, actually, it's the very last part where, he meets, like, I don't really think they're his sidekicks, but, like, he meets the other two people that come out.
Colossus and...
I forgot the kid's name.
Me too.
But he was...
yeah.
But, like, when he was like, what's your name? And the kid says it, and he's like, oh, that's the sickest name ever.
Yeah, he was like, what the shit?
Yeah, he's like, I want that name. But,
I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, one of my favorite moments in the trailer was when he first became Deadpool and him and T.J. Miller just sitting there talking and T.J. Miller just roasting him like to hell. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna go see this. But I have one concern for the movie. In the trailer, they show a lot of scenery from the highway scene, and I'm thinking, okay, I hope all the action is not in that scene.
Nah, and actually, I think they shot that in either Toronto. It's somewhere in Canada that they shot it, and there was
Canada.
Huh?
So what is with Canada?
I don't know because they're shooting other movies there, but there was so much leaked footage from that. Like, it wasn't even funny. Like, the whole scene before it got shot and produced, they leaked out someone that was like 50 feet away, zoomed in, and like took full pictures of everything. And
oh yeah, that's a press.
Yeah, well, but it's just there was a lot of that, like, and there was some combat that was shown too, and I don't really know. Like, I know that this day and age is hard to stop the press from seeing a lot and whatever, but I like the movie. Like, I remember when there used to be a trailer, and that was it. Like,
good old times.
Yeah, the trailer. You get the trailer, and you decide then and there if you want to see it. But yeah, no. And if you guys haven't read the Deadpool series or played the video games or whatever, Deadpool is he's a hero, but he's kind of one of those, like,
he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he borders very strongly on the is he or is he not? You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a comic arc called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. You know, that kind of makes him the super villain. Yeah, we don't really know, but hopefully this movie makes him a hero.
I think,
or anti-hero.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna be put in a position where he either can't say no to helping someone, or one of the bad guys turns into his enemy to where he fights them, and not necessarily for good, but he just gets revenge. So
yeah, and before we move on, I will say that I do like how they're gonna handle his origin. Yeah, his origin being, he had cancer and somebody came to him saying, we have a cure for you, we make you, a superhero. So, and I like how they, kept his face, how the cancer like spread throughout, on the outside of his body because of his healing factor. Like it didn't quite work out so well. Yeah, I like how they're gonna handle that. But what do we have up next?
All right, this is the one I'm most excited about out of the quote unquote superhero movies, and it's the Suicide Squad. And
More like a super villain movie.
yeah, in a way, it's kind of like another anti-hero movie because
Well, to be fair, they are being forced to
yeah,
do these suicide missions.
yeah, but it's kind of like they're doing it for good, but they're not wanting to. So it can, I mean, yeah, it's a supervillain movie, but it can be kind of looked at as an anti-hero movie. I mean, I know the premise, the backstory of this. I didn't read the comics, but I just know of the backstory. Basically, all the criminals, all the supervillains of DC. Yeah, DC, right? Not getting it mixed up.
It's DC.
Okay,
You're right.
just wanted to make sure.
We talked about Marvel the first two.
That's
now
right.
we're
That's
DC.
right. But yeah, no, the DC supervillains that have been caught and locked up. Basically, Amanda Waller, she comes in to the, I want to say the sergeant. Oh my goodness, excuse me, the general of the army, and basically say, hey, I have an idea. Let's send in these supervillains to do work to do certain things to stop other bad guys. And
Yeah.
if it works, it works. If not, we can blame them. So it's a win-win for us. So
Yeah, and like, you saw the trailer, right? What was your favorite moment from the trailer?
okay, I got two parts, and only because
You gotta choose one. You gotta choose one.
I'm gonna put
you
two.
You can name your number two, but like, what's your favorite moment
Okay.
that the trailer sold you? Like the trailer which part of the trailer sold you?
Oh man.
Want me to name mine first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, the part that sold me was pretty much any cutscene with Harley Quinn. I'm kind of happy that they're not gonna use Tara Strong's voice. Hey, Mr. J. Yeah, but like she's taking and she's making it her own character. Like how other people portray the Joker. Like this is the first time Harley Quinn has been portrayed in a movie. Not the first time Harley Quinn has been portrayed ever, but yeah, the first time she's been portrayed in. Yeah, that's really sold me is Margaret Robbie's Harley Quinn. You figure yours out, Zach?
Well, I like it when they're all like
Assembled.
my favorite movie is just them in unison walking through the streets of just like chaos where there's just buildings wrecked everywhere, and they're just walking through like nothing happened. And like you were saying, Harley Quinn was sitting there with her baseball bat and
A
like
baseball bat.
just imitates the shotgun, and it's like just that in itself, like, and like you said, I'm kind of like you said, I'm glad that she doesn't have that annoying voice that we've seen throughout how many shows, games, whatever. And
What you think of the end of the trailer?
yeah, that's what I was getting to. Because that's my second part. Because I really wanted to see how they were going to portray the Joker, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of excited for him because Heath Ledger did such a good job in the Dark Knight that he set that character to be looked at in a different way. I mean, there's there's all sorts of different generation Jokers. There's the Jack Nicklaus, there's Heath Ledger now, and who knows if they pass the torch on to Jared Leto, but I feel that he's going to bring not really similar crazy that Heath Ledger brought, but I feel that he's going to bring his own style of crazy to the Joker. And
oh, I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hurt you.
I'm going to get more tattoos after this.
Really? I can't wait for that movie. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that trailer. From what I saw, it looks in that particular scene, it looks like he's about to torture, Harleen Quinzel, torture her into becoming Harley Quinn. I wonder if they got a backstory behind their pale skin.
Oh.
It's okay if they don't, but yeah.
I heard it rumored that it might be Robin, oh god, not the original Robin, but the replacement.
Jason Todd.
Yes.
Oh no, it's not him. They somebody took photos from the trailer, and it actually did show Harleen Quinzel on a table.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that it was Robin.
That would have been cool though, to show how Robin died.
Yeah.
It was in the Batman versus, the suit was in the. What about to talk about next was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Will Smith? Do we like Will Smith as Deadshot? To me, it's just Will Smith portraying himself. Will Smith as himself. Suicide Squad.
He's like, let me hug my kid too. Like, I'm sorry, but you're a supervillain. Nah, where's that restraining order? Get away from there. Don't put.
Do you like Deadshot in there? Or you like Will Smith as Deadshot so far?
Yeah. Well, I see. I mean, he looks like he can play the part. He looks like he's gonna fill out well. I don't think I've ever seen Will Smith as a quote unquote villain in any movie.
Yeah, me neither.
So
usually plays the protagonist.
Yeah. So
yep, this is I think this might be his first villain in this role. Well, to be fair, if the money's on the table, then
yeah, anybody will take it.
Yeah, so I don't tell him what he is, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the Suicide Squad. What do we have next?
Last but not least, we have Batman. Batman v Superman.
Dawn of Justice.
And one thing to say before we get into it is, what I do like is I like that that the DC universe is actually putting the stories, like they're collaborating with one another. The directors are getting into each other, seeing where they're going, and they're actually allowing the characters from each end of the movies to be in the prospective movies. Like Suicide Squad is going to have Batman in it.
Yeah, it's like crossover.
Yeah,
looks like it's gonna have some flashback scenes. But what a scene in particular I saw in the Dawn of Justice trailer was you seen Man of Steel, right, Sag? Right?
The one.
Man of Steel. Man of Steel, the Superman movie, came out 2 years ago.
No, I have not, but I
what?
Yeah.
How are we gonna talk about? Okay.
Well,
let's go.
Go ahead and take it over. It's alright.
Okay, all right. Okay, there's a scene in Man of Steel that General Zod versus Superman. They were in a building, and somehow Zack Snyder connected that scene to the trailer, and Bruce Wayne witnessed this from Metropolis, and yeah, basically this is going to be his reason to fight Superman. He thinks Superman is a threat, and we must take him out, or I should say, he must take him out. And but we both saw the trailer. You got a favorite moment in the trailer, Zach? Like anything particular that got you?
Honestly, I just took it in as a whole. I didn't really break it down into that. Like you said, I think one of the biggest impacts for me is less about actual characters and more about how the Senate or the House of Congress or whatever brought in like Superman walked in when they were discussing that he has way too much power, and
that moment was scary.
yeah, and that there
I'm
needs
like,
to be checks and balances for that, and that he can basically ruin the world with just one flick of his wrist. You know, the flick of the wrist. But
yeah. And what else we see in the trailer? Yeah, Batman. I guess this hasn't been Batman for a while. In the trailer, we see this. You know, everybody knows. You know, Batman has a sidekick, Robin, and there's a Easter egg in the trailer. You know, Jason Todd being killed by the Joker. You know, him becoming a Red Hood. Basically, I'm hoping there's a Robin, somewhere in the DCU, but yeah, that's just one of the things I wanted to point out.
Do you think they're gonna bring in Nightwing?
Yeah, if they do, I don't know if Zach, had time to make a suit, but if he makes like a significant appearance, like, hey Bruce, long time, like Dick, hello, yeah, that'd be cool. But what else did we see in the trailer? We saw Wonder Woman.
Yes, Wonder Woman.
What'd you think of Wonder Woman?
Hey, I've always been a fan of Wonder Woman. Like,
I'm talking about how I'm talking about how this woman Gal Gadot, how the actress is portraying her. Like, from what you saw in the trailer, like, are you sold?
Of her as Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think I have to see more just to really give an answer. But just first off the bat, I do think that she can play it. Because Wonder Woman, she's actually not just by herself. If you guys ever heard her backstory, she's part of a whole like group that are just like the same, but she comes to Earth.
Amazon?
Yes, Amazons, but she comes to Earth and actually wants to stay there, and she's got her own movie coming out eventually, but I want to see. Yeah, I want to see how what exactly she does to tie into the movie. Like, I'm kind of at a loss right now. I've never.
Yeah, like what, like how does she play a part in this movie?
Like, yeah, she's part of the Justice League, and this is the dawn of the Justice League. But it's just the fact of the matter is that you can't just plug in superheroes just to plug them in. They have to have a reason to be there.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure that Zach, I'm pretty sure he'll have a reason for her to be in here.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure. But I just wish it was explained just a little bit.
Yes, daughter of Zeus. What else I see in this trailer? Yes, we saw them fighting. We saw Batman and Superman fighting. You saw that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we saw Batman and Superman fighting. Batman with and without the suit, going head to head. Batman being tactical, Superman just going head on because well, he's Superman, so he can do that. And yeah, they have this little scene where Batman is grapnel hooking on buildings, which I've always been wanting that. This good grab. I don't know, this is important to me, especially if you play Arkham games. You have this grapnel boost, you just shoot you in the air. I don't think they'll do that, but yeah, the grapnel gun. Yes, I'm glad they got that in the movie. And what else I see? What'd you think of the fight scenes between Batman and Superman? Like, are they legit?
Yeah, I like that they have his new suit that he made especially for combat and Superman. I feel that even though it's really heavy, it looks like a heavy suit. I feel that they made it to where it's functional and practical for an actual fight scene, and I think these will be like really like when it comes to power, like when it comes time to throw down. I think everyone in the theater are gonna lose their minds because I have a feeling that
of course.
I'm just saying I have a feeling this fight scene, like the final fight scene between them, is just gonna be intense. So
yeah, but I don't think Yeah, I'm still wondering who the villain is gonna be. It can't be Lex Luthor because
Nah.
let's team up to destroy Lex Luthor. Because he is powerful. I'm like, yeah, he's he can throw down.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm hoping they find like some type of super villain that Superman and Batman gotta both put their heads together to take him down.
I really don't want I want the Joker to be in it, part of it, but I don't want him to be the main enemy either. Like I want there to be someone they haven't really shown yet.
So. Yeah, people are saying Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doomsday actually killed Superman once, so I don't think that should be like in the Man of Steel sequel. So I wanted to say. But pretty much. What else did I see in the trailer? I'm trying to remember. Yes. What do you think about Ben Affleck as Batman? Like when we first heard it, me especially, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
God. But now I'm like, wow, this dude has really committed to becoming a character. I don't know. He just became Batman, basically.
Yeah, he definitely committed to this role. But yeah, like you said, at first I was very hesitant because Ben Affleck, he's more of the, I guess, dramatic roles. Like one of his best performances I can remember was The Town. And
oh yeah, that movie was he was great in that movie.
And if he can bring that sort of like energy, that sort of commitment to Batman, I mean, I can only imagine. Like I have a feeling he's going to do great. Just as a actor for however many years, and on top of that, being a director now and actually taking time to be behind the camera as well as in front of it. I'm sure he takes advice a lot more easily being a director now and coming from the point of views of others. So, yeah.
Batman versus Superman, March. I think it's March 25th, 2016. It seems like forever.
It'll sneak up on us though.
Yeah, I hope I'm allowed to see today. I hope. Cause yeah. But anything else you got to say for a sec?
As far as the movies out, we got a lot coming up. These are just the top 4 that were really revealed in Comic-Con and that we've been keeping an eye on for a while now.
Oh yes, what else was revealed? Yes, they announced the Green Lantern movie. It's going to be called Green Lantern Corps. It's going to focus on basically on a Green Lantern, corpse.
Like the army of it, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Did you hear any announcements of any superhero movie set?
Well, they did. They kind of did what Marvel did a couple years ago, where they laid out movie upon movie upon movie, and it went down the line. But it kind of got. It was like one of those where, okay, I get that there's a list, there's haven't even been any confirmed, whatever, but like it's just the fact that they're bringing so many hero movies out, and that DC has definitely stepped up their play. Black Panther's coming out.
It got pushed back because they want to put Spider-Man in Captain America.
Yeah, but
whatever. But yeah, that's what it is.
But yeah, I don't have the list on me. But like you said, Wonder Woman movie's coming out.
We know Aquaman coming out. We know that Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns are gonna write the script for Batman. The Batman solo film coming whenever, and we know Gambit's coming out. You're excited for that one?
Yep. I might not watch a lot of X-Men, but I do like Gambit. So,
is there any movie recommendations that you've seen? Any movies you've seen lately?
We're going to kind of talk about this, and you said that you haven't really been to the movies.
But you can give the recommendation anyway.
Yeah, no, I know. I was going to do this kind of like part one, part two, we each get a movie to recommend. But since I understand.
I've been to movies since the Avengers.
I
so.
understand. I understand. I get it. There's time, money, And if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. So not only do you have to buy a ticket, you gotta buy popcorn. I mean, you just gotta do it right. But actually, this past weekend, my wife and I went to go see a movie, and it was The Gallows. And basically, the premise of the story is during a play in the 90s, there was a kid that was accidentally killed. The play involved a hanging, and somehow the rope got tied and the kid died during the play. And these 4 teenagers break in to destroy a set of the same play because one of the guys was involved in the play and he just didn't want to do it, but he had to. So basically they were going to destroy the set so they didn't have the play and get locked up, and some strange things happen. One thing I will say about this is, number one, it was actually shot way before in 2013 the original story 2013 the original story happened, and then it got picked up by Blumhouse, by Jason Blum of Blumhouse Productions, and they reshot some of it just because they couldn't get the same actress to portray the not the main girl but the supporting female cast. And so that part, they used a lot of the original film that they shot, but then went back and put the new person into the film as well. They cast Kathy Lee Gifford's daughter, and I gotta say, she looks amazing. Like, oh my god. But no, I've looked before I went to see, and I looked at reviews, and a lot of people were writing it off, giving bad reviews. But in all actuality, I thought it was pretty good for what, considering. And, I don't go into horror movies now with really high hopes unless, it's something I've been wanting to see for a long, long time. But I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. There were a handful of jump scares that actually worked. It was really creepy towards the end. The whole movie had a horror aspect of it, yeah. And but the very last part was like it just creeped the living crap out of me. But yeah, I would definitely recommend going to see The Gallows if you guys have a little bit of time on your hands on the weekends or during the week and you have a little bit of money. Yeah, definitely, purge yourself, go out, watch a movie. It was actually really good for me, so.
Okay, y'all, right.
Yeah, so another one I will recommend without seeing it, but I'm going ahead and recommending it anyway, is going to be the Minions movie. Because I don't know what it is about those yellow, Twinkie looking.
Boogery.
Yeah, they're just Minions, and they are awesome. I loved them in oh god, what is that movie?
Despicable Me.
Yeah, Despicable Me. I love them in that movie, guys. I've been on the ride in Universal. I love the little Minions. So if you get a chance, don't be embarrassed to go see it. Like, don't. We're all adults. I don't care if you're in the room with 50 kids. You can be laughing with them. So.
Or just make sure don't go alone. It look kind of creepy being.
hey, you do what you want, but.
Yeah, if you're like me, you'll just wait till it comes to Redbox or Netflix. But I'm just getting it for my kid,
Nah. I'll be like, hey, I'll be first in line. Screw you guys. But
yeah. But anything else? Want to do it for us?
That'll be it. Just want to talk a little bit of movies. Guys, like we said, we are a media-based podcast. We don't just talk specifically on games, even though that's how me and Lokito met. We found common interest in a lot of different things. So, but yeah, instead of gaming this week, we're bringing you movies. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, leave a like, comment if you want to subscribe if you haven't. Also, Lokito, you got anything for them?
Thanks for watching / listening, and until next time.
Bye, guys.
Our UAV is online. Care package inbound. Losing B. We lost B. Securing Bravo. Securing Bravo. Securing B. They're hurting. Keep hitting them. Securing B. Securing Bravo. Enemy UAV above. B secure. Enemy taking B. Way to tear it up, Sentinel.